So here you guys recall that we used a function in which we put a line, and then we repeated the same function within itself, but we made it a bit smaller. So and then we used a rotate and kind of did it, say a number of, so we used recursion and symmetry, rotational symmetry both. So the rotational symmetry is based on, for example, here I've done it with 10 divisions. Now I could do it with 6, which is like a six-fold symmetry, right? Or I could do it with 4, which would be a four-fold symmetry. So just kind of taking on that some part of that same code, we were trying to see if we can attempt uh, the eightfold symmetry like this, and also then try to see if we can just do a simple webcam symmetry kind of a play as well. So it would be wiser to try it maybe if we had WebGL. So like maybe the webcam is like a texture. But for the moment, let's just say if we needed to make a simple one, so we will say our symmetry is 360 by the divisions, and our divisions are 8 or 6 maybe for the moment, right? And then we'll need a video, we need a variable for video, right? And then so now what I will just take this simple code from here and reuse it just with squares. Oh, I'm gonna share the old sketches if somebody needs to just explore those. Sorry. And angle mode of degrees, right? So hope this will work. Yeah. Okay. So perhaps now if I just do WebGL and then add uh, the texture as vid, and then add video equals create capture equals video. Okay, so it went off in the corner there. So because WebGL anyway will translate everything to the center. Okay, now the error is because I'm using the webcam here as well. So just give me a moment. I'll just shut the webcam here. Then maybe instead of using oh, using the rectangles, maybe we need to use triangles. Ew, is that how you make triangles in P5? That's disgusting. Sorry. And how does it work? Okay, let's assume we need to do one triangle at the moment. So this is our canvas, and in the center I want to draw 0 0 to say 100 and then on this side it'll be -100 and then back to 0 0. Oh sorry, wrong sheet. Right, no stroke, and texture is wait, okay. And we'll bring this back down. Okay, this is getting somewhere, but I guess it's not very accurate. And is there an easier way to do triangles, I wonder? Would we have to use begin shape, end shape? Like, how would it work? Okay, so it's giving me the same result, but then how would I do it trigonometrically? Others are at r cos theta. Oh, okay. So if I have uh, so an x value, also you only need like, so it's basically we are following that whole circular thing again. So maybe we'll just try it like 100 equals 100 into sine of angle and y equals to 100. Oh, sorry, it's the other way around, cos here. Okay, new, discard. So the first guy is 0 0, right? One vertex is at xy. Okay, sorry, the chat is so slow today, we aren't even able to like talk in real time. Sorry about that, that's my internet. So the other one is at x comma y, say, and moving across the circle like this, right? So now this particular xy is moving every 30, right? And then we want this particular xy to be defined by this xy, right? And in general on the map, if we look at it in terms of the circle that it's around, right? So it's like at these 2 points here. So assuming that I'm trying to make an e- equilateral triangle, so then don't you think this should be 30 rather than 90? Theta plus something. Yeah, maybe that's also a good idea. Thank you. How are you guys so smart about these things? Okay, so now we've got the little hexagon going. Let width and then let Acha, we didn't do the other thing, so we don't need it anymore. So hopefully this will work. But again, I don't know if it will give us like a kaleidoscopy feel, but let us try. I don't know. I'm just second guessing myself today for everything. We don't need this. This is working in the same way. We'll just do. Oh, you are a very very sweet person, I must say. And vid equals, all of you are very cute, yeah. And then we'll do with dot hide here. Oh, again, okay, I have to shut my video here. Sorry, one sec. This is giving me only one texture because this is only one shape. Oh, okay, now we are going into shader territory. So maybe this was not such a wise idea after all, to try it in this format. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, is that it? Is that all the code I need to add here? Okay. X and Y between, and that'll work here like this. I think there was something related to this in the references. Yeah, this is what they've done, no? Here, texture mode. I think this is the UV mapping part, if I'm not wrong, or is this just the 3D part? And there's another one here. Bro, this I'm really out of my depth. How do I do this? Oh no. Shall we just try this example as is? Maybe it will give us some result. If it doesn't work, then we'll try to figure it out. What were the coordinates? 0, 0, 1, 0. So basically, because we went into WebGL territory, which is also shader territory, which is also UV mapping 3D territory, this has gone way above my brain cells is understanding. टेक्सचर कमेंटेड है. हाँ सॉरी भूल गई. Oh, this worked. Kind of, no? Yeah. So 45 gave us an eightfold rotation, and then Himanshu suggested 30 also, which I'll just quickly show you, and then I'll explain to you what's actually happening. So this is giving us 1, 2, 3, 6, 12 fold geometry, right? I love when you can do these things with your hand. You know, several years ago, I wanted to do something like this for a project, and I just didn't know how to do it. But today I learned it, as that wonderful word is. Okay, now I'll explain to you the math behind it. Then we can just go back to this and experiment more if you want to. So basically, for some of you who are new, we've in the past used trigonometry to build forms that can go in a circular way. The way this works is that, say this is your radius r, right? And this can also be a radius r. So you see that there is an angle here. So assume that I've made it at an angle of 30, right? Which is going in this direction, which is clockwise. But say, I don't know if you recall this from our school days, if you dropped a line here like this, you would get a 90-degree angle, right? So the basic format for that. So now, okay, so now the r here continues to be r, but here you have a smaller value, and here you have a smaller value, right? So basically, what we will get is that the sine of this angle, yeah, sine of this angle, which we can just call theta for the moment, will be this value. Say let's call this b and let's call this a, right? So basically the side upon the hypotenuse, which is r, or the adjacent upon the hypotenuse, which will be a. So this is b, and then your cos value will be a upon r, right? So now my a value, which is a here, can then be written as a equals to r into cos, and then my b value can be written as r into sine, right? So now my a and b value are my x value here and my y value here. So every time I'm getting a value like this as the angle progresses across the circle. So this is actually the format that we've used. Okay, there is another video that I have for this, Kushal, you can check that. That's उसमें बहुत अच्छे से हमने cover कर रखा है इसको. Otherwise you ping me, I'll help you. So now what we did was based on this same, so now obviously here you can see I've drawn several dots, which means that my progression is going from maybe 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and it's giving me a very nice circle like this. But I could, instead of that, I could make the progressions larger. I could say, okay, first give me angle 0, then give me 30, then give me 60, then give me 90. So that means 30, 60, 90, like that. फिर उसके बाद क्या आएगा? 120, 120, and so on. So it will still give me the circular format, but it will give it to me at breaks. So which is exactly what we've done. तो यहाँ पे ये जो begin shape end shape वाला format है, there is a value in which you can say triangle. Okay, wait, I'm gonna make this smaller because it's like really stressing me out. 60 था ना? Okay. So anyway, so basically the way it's working now is that is suppose you take this particular instance. What I've done in the code is that I've said that give me, as I mentioned, like let it be 0 first 0, then 60, then 120, and so on. Okay, and ignore this texture mode for the moment because this goes into another category of things. Just look at this part of the code now, which is your x value and your y value. So now again, radius is known to me. I just said I want a 200 radius. So 0 to 200 is mapped like this. And I just gave cos, sorry, cos and sine as the x and y values. Now, so that gave me 1 point. So if I go back to building a circle like this, I have the center point for my vertex, which is always 0, 0. And then I got a x and y point for this particular shape here. Now I want to give another dot somewhere so that I can build it into a triangle, right? So simply, so what we simply did was in this theta, we added an extra value of 60. So basically now it's giving me two values. One value which is moving like this from here based on this particular angle. Based on this particular angle like this here, theta. And then another value which is up to here, which is theta plus 60 for the moment. So now these two values along with the center point are giving us these triangular shapes. And that is where we have added the video as a texture. So that's also, that is the basic logic behind it. Oh, I think I've understood what's happening here. Anushka, you tell me if it's wrong. In the UV mapping, basically, you're just putting the location of the image onto that by normalizing it from 0 to 1. Have I got it right? So like, for example, they have said 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, and then the last one was 0, 1. Okay. So basically, at the first point, your image is also mapped like this. Says this is my image, right, of me like this in it. So that first point is mapped to this, and then my second point 1, 0 is mapped to 1, 0 is mapped here, and then my 1, 1 is mapped to this here, right? That's how it's working. So which is why I'm showing, wow, my drawing is like all over the place. But wait, let me explain it to you properly, guys. Sorry. This is, I mean, if you want to explore more of this, it'll be good to know. But basically, ये मेरा video है ना, right? Or suppose I'm just using a square, and my square is it's going from 0, 0, 100. Yeah, you should share the link to the sketch. It'll be useful for everybody. Right? And then this is 0 and 100. So what they've done is, so now you have all of these values in, and when you did it with vertex, you have to add each of these values here. So my first vertex, and then my second vertex, and third vertex, and so on. So now that you've made the shape, you also want to tell the program that my video feed, which is also square in nature, needs to map exactly to these. Now shader works in a normalized way. Now normalized means that all values come between 0 and 1. So just for that, we have to tell it, okay, add this particular point here, add this particular point here, add this particular point here, and add this particular point here. So it's mapped, 0 to 1 is being mapped onto the shape coordinates. So you're just mapping the video onto on top of it. Thank you for this. It was useful to know.